everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. Today I've got my number 3 son with me. He's been working a lot here, but decided this weekend to come back home, and so I'm glad to have him. And today we're going to do our impressions on a tobacco from Sutliff. It's called Chocolate Mousse. This was a blend that was suggested by one of our subscribers. I hope I get the name right. It's either Piptiol or Piptiol, but it's spelled Piptyole. And he asked us to give our impressions on Sutliff's Chocolate Mousse. So that's what we're doing. So obviously this is a product from Sutliff. It's found in bulk. It's aromatic. It's got it's all black Cavendish with a cocoa or a chocolate topping. It's a broken flake, so it's pretty easy to load and pretty easy to smoke. I found it at a couple of places. I found it at Pipes and Cigars. I found it at Tobacco Pipes, and I found it at Cup of Joe's. And the average cost on this is about $2.24 an ounce. So with that kind of to kick us off, let's talk about this tobacco. So right off the bat, tin note.
Oh my goodness. You don't have to open the bag to get the smell of it. It smells exactly like, you're cooking a pan of brownies. It smells exactly like what you'd expect opening up the oven. It is heavy on the chocolate, but it smells good.
Yeah, when I went to go fetch this from the mailbox, they shipped it in a box, and it was in my mailbox, and I could smell it 5 feet from the mailbox. I didn't even have to open the mailbox, and I could smell it. And then, of course, bringing it back in and opening up the box was like, wow, just this dense chocolate smell to it. And then you can smell it through the package. You don't even have to open the package. And then once you do open the package, man, you get this just bombardment of chocolate smell. It smells a lot like if you were to open a can of that Hershey's cocoa.
Cocoa powder?
Yeah, the cocoa powder, not the cocoa that you drink. Cocoa powder, it smells exactly like that. And like you said, I get a lot of brownies smells to it as well. It smells rich. It smells decadent. I even made a comment that I wouldn't mind adding this to my chocolate cake to make it more chocolatier, So I was like, wow, that's how chocolate this is. And to be honest with you, when I first smelt it, I was like, oh crap, this is going to be hard to go through. Uh-huh. And so we'll give our impressions on the flavors after that. But
it's comforting.
Yeah, it's like having dessert.
Yeah, it's like it's the same kind of comfort you get from it's raining outside and you have a bowl of soup. It's that same idea. You smell it and it's just it smells like comfort. It makes you feel good.
All right, well, let's talk about the taste.
Mm-hmm. It's not overbearing at all. It's surprisingly very, very, very good chocolate taste. Better than you'd expect after smelling it. It's not overbearing. It's not.
Yeah, you don't get near the chocolate flavor in the taste as you do in the aroma.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing either.
Yeah,
it's nice to smell it and it be ridiculously overpowering, and then smoke, and it's like, this is really nice actually.
There's a little hint of vanilla in there as well, and that's from the regular black Cavendish. That's what black Cavendish kind of gives off a little bit. But yeah, mostly just chocolate flavor. I don't, kind of like a chocolate milkshake almost. Mm-hmm. You know how you still get that milky creaminess from a milkshake, but you also get the chocolate flavor. Yeah. That's what I'm getting from this. There is a creaminess to this smoke. Mm-hmm. I don't get any bite.
No, hardly any bite, hardly any heat either.
Yeah, I wonder if you were to smoke it super fast, you probably would get some bite to it.
In the initial lighting of it, whenever I was trying to get the flame going and everything like that, get the actual bowl of my pipe hot and ready, it was a little bit hot. But once I got it
in
done.
control.
Yeah, once I got it in control and started just doing regular smoke on it, it was cool. It was nice.
Yeah, this is like a chocolate bomb. This is like if you're a chocolate lover and you can't take the calories of real chocolate to eat, this is a substitute, you know, like a diet chocolate or something like that, you know. There's not a lot of complexity to this. I mean, it's just it is what it is. It is a black Cavendish with a chocolate topping, and you get a lot of chocolate. But it's not, you know, it's not super strong in the taste, so it's not like crazy. Now, I don't get a whole lot of tobacco flavor to it.
Me either.
Yeah.
On the notes that we had, it was saying like, you know, a slight hint of tobacco. I don't really taste the tobacco at all. And
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing.
And there might be just a little bit of a, I hate to say chemical taste to it, you know, from the topping. Just barely there. But they've done a good job of making it what they call it, and that's just a chocolate mousse, you know. It's not too bad. Not too bad.
It's really not.
I'm not a big aromatic smoker, but this is pretty decent for a change of pace.
Yeah.
Definitely a dessert smoke. If you're an aromatic person, you might like this as an all-day smoke. I don't know. To me, it would get pretty rich
Yeah.
after a while, you know, and you'd need something to kind of offset it.
Yeah, and I personally like the nicotine hit of
So
tobaccos.
I had an idea. I wonder what this would taste like. You know, if it's too chocolatey, too rich, if you added a little bit of burley in it that gets that nuttiness, that nutty kind of flavor. If you add a little burley, and it would almost taste like Nutella, because, you know, Nutella is like a
Hazelnut
hazelnut.
spread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that might be a good experiment for us to do, to see if that's what comes out of this. But as far as taste goes, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It definitely has the silkiness to it. I bet it can get hot if you smoke it too fast, because even right now my bowl is starting to get just a little bit warm. You know, so you have to slow it down just a little bit. And I've had to do a couple of relights as I smoked it. Now, I only smoked this in my meerschaum, my Missouri meerschaum, my corncob, because I was afraid of ghosting anything. So I haven't tried it in a briar. I don't know exactly what it would do to a briar. You might kind of try it first in your cob and see what you think. Those of you that smoked this one before, you might give it a shot or tell us what you think. If you've smoked it in a briar, I'd like to know. But at this point, I've only smoked it in my cobs.
And that's the same for me. I've only smoked it a few times, but it's only been in the cob, and mainly because I smoke pretty much regularly same tobacco. I smoke the Cherokee a lot, so I don't want to mask any of that in my Peterson.
Yeah. You got anything you want to add about the flavor to this? I mean, there's not a whole lot of complex flavors. There's a lot of nuances. It's chocolate.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
just chocolate.
It's chocolate with a little hint of vanilla and a very, very slight tobacco taste to it, hardly any. The nicotine hit to this is minimal. I have hardly any feel like nicotine involved with this. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty light smoke.
Yeah.
Yep. What about the room note? What do you think about the room note to this?
Same, not as powerful, but same as the tin note a little bit. It smells like somebody just cooked brownies.
It's like walking it down the Russell Stover aisle at your local store
Yeah.
during Valentine's.
Yeah.
You're getting that chocolate kind of enhancement, you know. Through
Yeah.
there. Yeah. That's kind of what I get, and it doesn't last forever either. It's there, and then it whisks away. So it's not really strong, but it is pleasant for sure.
Yeah.
You know, the moisture level on this I thought was a little moist when it came to me. So I've been letting it kind of open up and sit out a little bit, and it's made a little bit of difference. I smoked it right out of the bag, and it left a little dottle. It was moist as smoking it, so I let it dry out a little bit, and it seems a little better doing it that way. Pretty good, though. Anything else?
No, not really. I mean, usually the room note that we have here is pretty open because we got the garage door open majority of the time, so it's never really overpowering or anything. But this one, it's just a nice chocolate, and then it's gone.
Yeah. Just remember not to smoke it too fast.
Yep.
Take your time with it. Enjoy it. Keep a couple of matches on hand, or your lighter on hand, because you're probably going to need that. It's pretty straightforward. Not a lot of complexity, but a good just chocolate smoke.
It would be good for the end of the night. You're about to wind down your night. You don't want to, like you said, you don't want the calories or the weight gain of any kind of real chocolate. You get yourself a cup of milk and smoke this.
This might be good with a stout.
That's why I got the stout I got, the left-handed milk stout.
Yeah.
I figured it would be good together. That's the main reason I got that one, was because we were smoking this week.
Yeah, this might be good with. I haven't tried that. I'm going to try that later on tonight with the stout. Yeah, nice. Okay, well, that was Sutliff's chocolate mousse. We want to thank Pipe Tiole or Pipe Piptiole, or however you say that, Piptyole. Thanks for suggesting this. Pretty good smoke in the summer Texas heat.
Yes.
It was pretty nice. I mean, not my favorite, but a pretty good change of pace. Pretty good change. All right, so Ian, what did you rate this one?
I gave this one a solid 3. I've given my favorite tobacco in the past a 5, but this one, it's missing out a little bit on the nicotine that I like to enjoy, but it's still great on the chocolate. A good wind down. It's nice to have it probably at the end of the night and relax on, because it's not too heavy. It's decadent.
Yeah.
It's just nice calm smoke.
I think I'm going to give it a 3 also. It delivers on what it says it's going to be. At first, I was pretty apprehensive about smoking this one, but after a couple of smokes of this, I've thought that it's not a bad little tobacco. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Good for a change of pace. All right, well, that's it for this show. Do you got any thoughts that you want to share?
Not necessarily. It's just all around good smoke on this one. We do appreciate all your input and all your comments and everything. Just make sure to remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notifications bell.
And I do get back to everyone that leaves a comment. And already we've tried 2 different items that has been suggested to us. So if you've got anything you want us to try, please send me a note. Let me know. At the end of this video, you can see some ways to contact us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Nice show. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Everyone out there, enjoy your weekend. And don't forget, make all your piping moments count. We'll talk to you later. Bye.